Today we're going to do the online class because of the conditions we're obligated to start with online classes. And I hope that every one of you and all your family is good too. Today I'm going to talk about the variations. The most important thing is that I want for you to know the definition of the ratio, proportion and variations. That's the most important thing in this lesson for today. So let's get started. So what is the ratio? A relation between two quantities of the same kind measured in the same unit is called ratio. If A and B are two quantities of the same kind and B is not zero, so with the condition that B is not zero, then the ratio of A and B is written as A to B or in fraction A over B, but we should continue reading it as A to B because it's a fraction. For example, if a hockey team wins 4 games and loses 5, then the ratio of the games won to the games lost is 4 to 5, or in fraction 4 over 5. Another thing, for example, this exercise is very easy that you should know how to do it. For example, find the ratio of 200 grams to 700 grams. Easy, just 200 over 700 equals 2 over 7 because I have simplified here, equals 2 to 7. So this is my ratio here. And another thing is, in this example, 1 kilometer to 600 meters, it's a bit different. I should convert kilometers to meters. I know that 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. So in this case, my ratio is going to be 1,000 over 600 equals 10 over 6 because I have simplified here. Equals 5 over 3 equals 5 to 3. So this is my ratio here. Let's complicate it a little bit. In this example number 2, I have to find the A. Find the A if the ratio A plus 3 to 7 plus A and 4 to 5 are equal. Since the ratio A plus 3 to 7 plus A equals with the 4 to 5, I have the right to write this in fraction. So A plus 3 over 7 plus A equals 4 to 5, right? And in this moment, I have the right to do the cross multiplication. So how is it going to be? 5 times A plus 3 in brackets and 4 times 7 plus A in brackets. 5 times A, 5A, plus 5 times 3, 15, equals 4 times 7, 28, plus 4 times A, 4A, and in the end, I'll find that the A equals 13. So this is my A. Another example that I want to share with you is also the example number 3. If 2 is added in each number of the ratio 3 to 4, we get the new ratio 5 to 6. So find the numbers. Because of the ratio of the numbers is 3 to 4, I have the right to say that my numbers are 3x and 4x because these are not my real numbers. This is only the ratio 3 to 4. So my real numbers are 3x and 4x. According to the problem that I'm trying to solve, it said that 2 is added. So in this case, I have to add number 2. So it's 3x plus 2 over 4x plus 2. And the new ratio is 5 to 6. It means that I have the right to write it in fraction, like 5 over 6. And in this case, I can do the cross multiplication. And in the end, I'll have 6 that multiply 3x plus 2 in brackets equals 5 times 4x plus 2 in brackets. And in the end, I'll find my x, and x equals 1. Okay, but what are my real numbers? Because I found the x, but not the numbers. I know that my numbers are 3x and 4x. So instead of x, I can put the number 1, and it's going to be 3 times 1 equals 3, and 4 times 1 equals 4. So these are my two numbers that I was looking for. We have also the example number 4 that is also quite easy to understand. Find the ratio 3a plus 4b to 5a plus 7b if a to b equals 5 to 8. I can write this in fraction. A to b equals 5 to 8 in this way. This is written in fraction. And also, the first ratio, I can write it also in fraction. So it's going to be just 3a plus 4b over 5a plus 7b. Okay? And in this moment, I can divide by b, just to create the fraction a by b, because I have the value of a over b. So in this case, I have to create the fraction, and for this reason, I divide by b. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide the numerator and denominator with b. So it's going to be 3a plus 4b over b, like all over b, and 5a plus 7b all over b equals 3 times a over b plus 4 times b over b, and so on. I know that b over b equals 1, b over b equals 1, and instead of a over b, I know that the value of a over b is 5 over 8. So instead of a over b, I just put 5 over 8, and I'll have this thing here. So 3 times 5, 15 over 8, because you shouldn't forget that it's 3 over 1. Even though I don't write it, we always mean it. So it's 3 times 5, 15, 1 times 8 is just 8, plus 4 over 25, 5 times 5, 25 over 8 plus 7. And in the end, I'll find that the ratio is 47 over 81. This was the ratio that I was looking for. And another concept that I want to share with you today is also proportion. A proportion is a statement which is expressed as an equivalence of two ratios. So what is the proportion? The proportion is the equivalence of the two ratios. So the numbers here are called extremes. So the numbers outside are called extremes, and the numbers in the middle are called means. And another thing that you should know is that the product of extremes equals with the product of means. You should always keep in mind this. I want to solve with you some exercises. The exercises in the page 52 and 53, take it as a homework. Take these exercises as homework, and together we're going to solve the exercise number 2. Exercise number 1 is really easy actually. Just you have to find the ratio a to b. Do it in fraction and simplify. In exercise number 2, in a class of 60 students, 25 students are girls and the remaining students are boys. We have to find the ratio of boys to total students and boys to girls. So what does this mean? So in a class I have 60 students and 25 of them are girls and X boys. I have to find the ratio of boys to the total. So if the total number is 60, how many boys do I have? So 60 minus 25, 35. So I have 35 boys. So the ratio of boys to the total students is going to be 35 boys over the total 60 divided by 5, because I want to simplify here. It's going to be 7 over 12, right? So this is my ratio. Another thing is that I should find the ratio of boys to girls. I have 35 boys and 25 girls. So boys to girls divided by 5, because I want to simplify. I'm going to have 7 over 5, and this is my ratio. Okay? And exercise number 3 is also easy. In exercise number 4, you have to find the p. I'm going to do this exercise, and then the following exercises are kind of similar. So find the value of p if the ratio 2p plus 5 to 3p plus 4 and 3 to 4 are equal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write this in fraction. Okay, it's going to be 2p plus 5 over 3p plus 4 equals 3 to 4. So now that I wrote it in fraction, I have the right to do the cross multiplication. So 4 times 2p plus 5 in brackets equals 3 times 3p plus 4 in brackets. So it's going to be 8p plus 20 equals 9p plus 12. 8p minus 9p equals 12 minus 20. So I collect the p's on the left and the numbers on the right. So 8 minus 9 is minus p. And 12 minus 8 is minus 8 divided by minus 1. P equals 8. Okay? So for every question that you have, just write me, email me, and I hope that everything will be solved out very, very soon. Wish you all the best. Thank you.